Y'all cut it up, I guess, right? Like if I have to take a pause and think about it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
alright, cool.
All right. Go ahead, Marcy. Ask the first.
Everything's free.
The first one.
What?
What's the first
What's
one?
the first question? You asked Jimmy.
You had him on the. Okay.
I don't have my computer up.
Okay. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
So, wait, what is it for? So I can, like, do the naming?
Just introduce yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Yo, what's going on? My name's 50 Yen, a.k.a. one of the creators of Yacht Club Productions, Yacht Club Incorporated.
Nice. Okay. Now tell us a bit about how Richmond street art here. Tell us where you could find it, all that stuff.
Well, Richmond street art is a very Richmond in general is just like a very cultured thing. It's one of those places where if you're not in Richmond, you're not gonna know about like the Richmond lifestyle. So like to start off any like art scene, you definitely have to start with First Fridays. Every Friday, every first Friday of each month, there's just a big art explosion, art boom, and they open up so many like thrift stores and just places in general just to display art, and that's whether it's local or even people coming from the DMV, DC, people come down, send their art, and it's just a lovely scene. So to wrap it up, I honestly feel like it's just unique is probably the best way I can explain it, especially me being a Richmond native. I know a lot of people that come to VC from Nova and things, but pretty sure they have like a different outlook, but I've been here, I'm one of the veterans, so definitely First Fridays, that's probably the biggest thing for me when it comes to the art scene.
Dude, that card is perfect. Yeah, alright, anyway, okay, so can you tell us a bit more about street art? Tell us where you could find it, like how often you see it, that type of stuff.
Well, if you just literally go out your door, Richmond's real big on the murals. Just going down Broad Street, man. Every time you go to a side of a building, it's just a whole nother kind of art scene. We have a real big LGBT community, so you see a lot of the art that displays that around Richmond. But I would say that, once again, First Fridays. And honestly, just VCU in general. Our art school is just amazing. There's been many times where I'm just walking through the Pollock building. That's where some of the art classes are, and even the depot and things on Broad Street. And from looking from that, it's just a lot of the art students are always making like brand new just pop-up displays. It can just be a mural, could be a little more interactive. I know at the depot they throw so many like open mic nights, art shows. There's a base that's based out of VCU. I'm sorry, the group is called BASE, Black Art Student Empowerment Group, and every semester they throw their event, real big event, and it's an art show slash, I guess just art show in general, because whether it's music performances or just actual art, it's really a great way to express that. So definitely I would say the depot, VCU area in general, going to a lot of the art buildings, and honestly, I can't stress First Fridays enough. Definitely, because that's all the way through Broad Street. Every thrift store, they're selling art. There's artists out there making art, and even more like bigger displays. It doesn't have to be just a painting, but it's like even human art. Someone bringing clothing out there. Sometimes I've went, and people doing like I've seen a whiteboard. That was probably one of the most interesting, and it's just literally, here, write something down. We're gonna put it all together, and this is Richmond in the bundle. So.
Nice. Okay, so can you talk to us about you walk around and you see art everywhere because you can't drive a block without seeing it on street walls. Can you talk to us about how that inspires you and the music you make, or if it even does inspire you?
Definitely. The biggest thing for me when it comes to the art that you just walk past in Richmond is just what I like about RVA art is that a lot of it has a message. Once again, like I said, going back to the LGBT community being a real big movement out here, especially in this urban underground scene of VCU, all the art has a message. Last time I went to an art show right at the depot actually, and I spoke to one guy, and he had an art piece where you had to fold it up just to see it. And it's just to just looking at it regularly, you just think, oh, okay, this guy didn't want to pin the rest of it up or something. But when he explained that it was more about, the way he explained it was more like uncovering the message of it. When you flipped it up, it was a picture of his brother that had passed away, and just the way he explained it was just unreal. It took your mind to a whole nother area. So definitely just going down the street, walking to class, or just walking to get some food, man. You go by an art piece. I've seen certain pieces of art on back of walls and things, like right there near that 7-Eleven and things. You kind of sit there and look at it. I've seen the art piece a million times, but you literally sit there and then come up with a whole nother outlook of it. Like, oh man, I didn't even see this part of this lady right here, or I didn't even see the color scheme of this jar, and it tells such a story. So that's what I would say. The street scene is real inspiring when you're actually creating something, because it's looking at, when it comes down to the music game, you don't want to just do music just to do it. You want to do it for a message, you want to provoke a feeling out of an audience. So I kind of can relate those two with that.
Cool. Hold on real quick. Just making sure you're in focus.
Okay.
Can I rest my arms for a second?
Nope, we got one more question.
How's it sounding so far?
Great.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
you're awesome.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Jimmy, look at it again.
And then can you tell us about about your music, like what type of music you play, sing, produce, write, that type of stuff.
Okay, so I've been doing music since middle school, but I was a very reserved, very shy individual, so I didn't start really getting out there performing and doing all that until late high school, roughly junior year. But when I got to senior year, we had our first music video. Didn't even perform yet. And we had a buddy of mine's, real good friend, he did a video for us. And ever since then, it kind of opened up my mind and my group's mind of, like, this can be something real. When it started moving, everyone in school was like, yo, man, I didn't even know you did music. And I'm like, yeah, you like it? I think, oh, it's good. So they're like, yo, you need to really run with this. So I've made the transition from doing, of course, your roots are, for my roots are like 90s hip hop, even early 2000s for the enjoyment. And it went from that to molding to, hey, we can really run with this, to, hip hop is hip hop, rap is rap. But just recently I've gotten into the house wave. Just talking back with my dad and things, he opens my mind to so much music. He has been doing it for years. So looking at him giving me so many records, you just run through old music. You go through go-go, you'll go through house, and it just goes to show that rap isn't just, you don't have to just get boom bap. It doesn't have to be trap. It can be a mixture of both. It doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to be that. So definitely where I'm going with my music is kind of like, once again, kind of like the art scene, trying to provoke a feeling, Why can't this 90s rapper kid who looks like Will Smith or whatever sitcom that was out at the time, why can't he do house music, Why do I have to be an EDM DJ to do house, when there were a million house artists back then that just rap? I mean, look at the Jungle Brothers and things. So I'm trying to go back into that, like, tap into that feeling, that provoke, of course modernize it, but it's, it's more. I'm trying to make stuff more musically. It's not about having a dope 16, it's, did you produce your own music, what about this chord progression, and even bringing in my singer, Vanna D. She does such an amazing job, and it brings such a different dynamic to the music. So I guess for right now, I'm on this house wave right now with this music. It's more like underground, but at the same time, it can really like get to like Q94. But definitely that's where I'm going with it. And I don't know what's next, man. It's one of those things where it's like I want to see what's going on in the music scene after this. I'm gonna push this house wave is a little bit, and after that, see what's next. So everything's kind of new right now, so maybe I'll just evolve from here, add more elements, and I'm pretty excited. So
I'm good. You good?
My nose itched so